Alright, hello everybody, welcome to another Vintage Cube. Running out of time here, so we'll cut the intro short. What do we want to pick? We have Snuff Out I'm going to reserve. It's cheap removal, or free removal in fact, it's pretty good. Mother Runes could be good if we wanted to go White Weenie. Anything else that stands out? Not really. Portal and City of Traders, fine cards. Yeah, I'll take the Snuff Out. Unexciting first pack though. Not really what you want to see there. Alright. How about this one? Another pack that's not like sweeping me off my feet here for pick number two, excuse me. I just think Memory Lapse. I could also take Fire Covenant. That card is very good, but I have found that it wheels a shocking amount of time. People still haven't seemed to catch on to how good this card is. Or maybe it's just a color combination, I don't know, but I think there's a probably I don't know. I don't want to put a number on it, but there's a chance this wheels that's pretty significant, so I'd rather pick a Memory Lapse, which is an awesome card also, and really doesn't wheel. There's a Thopter Foundry that's kind of a good one to note. Alright, what do we have here? There's Snapcaster, good with our first two picks. Though, I guess it doesn't work with Snuff Out the way I want, does it? Means Flashback, Flashback's equal to mana cost. Yeah, I don't think that works, but either way, Snappy is generically a powerful card. Phantom Interference, another little counter spell that can do something, and then Throw Ultimatum is another one to sort of remember that it's in the pack, but I'm gonna take Snappy for now. And probably just follow up with Mana Leak. Good start to some kind of controlling deck. Don't mind it. Inti's a good one to know about. Or rather, Inti is a good card. I don't think it's coming back. Portent might come back. That wouldn't be bad. Spell Bomb. Dark Ritual is another good one, but I think I'd rather stick to... Even though we have a black card, we have more blue, so I'm going to stick with the blue for now. Okay, now we have some options. So there's 3 steps ahead, but that one's significantly worse than these other ones. There's a couple of burn spells, which are nice, and there's Undercity Sewers if I wanted to pick up a little bit of fixing here for potential black. I might take Flame Slash. This card's pretty good. 4 damage kills just about anything that you care about other than the really big stuff, like stuff that gets reanimated. And for 1 mana, that's a really good deal. I don't have to play the Snuff Out. Like, it was my first pick, but it's not some insane card. So I think if the pack's telling me that red is open, I don't mind being blue-red here. So I have a Flame Slash. It's also good with Snapcaster, of course. Okay, this pack is substantially worse. There's not really a ton here that I'm interested in. I might just take Mishra's Bauble because it's kind of a freebie. Balance is okay, but you want either lots of artifacts or planeswalkers for it. We're not there on either of those currently. Guess there's Infernal Grasp, but that's also not like that good. I'll just take the Bauble. Cheap artifacts can sometimes combo with various things. Okay, now it's Counterspell versus Third Path. The Heath doesn't look like it's going to help us out too much. Maybe I just have Counterspell. Just having lots of counters. It's great with Snapcaster. Gitaxian Probe would also be fantastic. But just keep sticking with the blue stuff here. And now I could take Hard Evidence. I could take Lazav. It's fine. Name Sticker Goblin's an interesting one. Watley's pretty good, but it kind of needs other colors. I don't think Ages is something I'm all that interested in. Let me just take Hard Evidence. Alright, the Larcenist came back, and I probably will take it. This card's pretty good. Yeah, not a ton else here that I'm super intrigued by. I mean, if they're just going to keep letting me take blue cards, I will keep taking blue cards. Don't mind that at all. We need to find something to, like, do, but starting with 3 counters, a bit of interaction, and yeah, all this is pretty good. Okay, I told you, Fire Covenant wheeled. Granted, now I might take Thopter Foundry. Getting it on the wheel here means no one else should be interested in it, and this is a powerful combo to have in your deck. Brave Inspector and Wrath are good too, but we're not necessarily looking to be white. This can combo with different colors. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, now we have Cruel Ultimatum, Memory Jar, Usher. I mean, I had a lot of fun the last time I built a Cruel Ultimatum deck, so I'll take it. Again, it's one of those things where because I have it, nobody else should really care about Mizzix's Mastery. A couple of random white cards floating about. There's a Hex Maze. There's a Spell Bomb. I'll take Spell Bomb. I'm starting to collect some just like random little artifacts that might end up doing something for me. And now I guess I'll take Mind Collapse. I don't know I'm playing that one, but it's okay. Don't know white black land, not all that much. I don't think I'll play Scale Lord either, but that's fine. Benevolent Bodyguard. Probably not going to make it unless we get a Luris or something. Alright, well, Time Walk's good. I will be taking Time Walk. Then there's Sword of the Meek. Hopefully that wheels. I can't imagine anybody else wants to take it. Just about, yeah, everybody at the table should have seen the Thopter Foundry, so if they're paying attention, they'll know the sword's no good to anyone other than me. But obviously I have to take Time Walk here. We already have a Snapcaster, so that's really nice. And yeah, we're going to look for other ways to bring it back somehow. Echo of Eons. This deck doesn't look super well set up for Echo. There's Jace, but we have no acceleration to get to the Jace, so I might just take the Flooded Strand instead. That seems like it's going to be important. I'm not sure what colors we're going to be yet, but Flooded Strand will certainly help with whatever they are. Not cutting any of these cards yet, but not entirely sure which, if any of them, will end up playing. Big storm outside. Hopefully we don't lose connection or anything here. Alright, what else do we have? Ooh, there's a Force of Will. I like that. There's a Miscalc. There's Celestial Colonnade. Swords to Plowshares is a really fantastic card, but I think Swords and Force of Will are pretty comparable, and we aren't necessarily white, and we are necessarily blue, so I'll just take the Force here. The Atraxa isn't likely to wheel, but if we did that, we could try to do some Dream Hull stuff again. That would be fun. Drexor might wheel, and that could be a good finisher in this kind of deck. But for now, let's take the Force. Okay, Generous Plunder can make treasures for both people. There's Oko. I mean, I guess I don't know what my other color is yet, and Oko's a really messed up card. I might just take that. Because otherwise I'm thinking like a Ponder. That's fine, but yeah, I'll just take Oko. I'm perfectly happy to cut all three of these cards. So I don't mind being blue-green here, and then maybe we do some kind of splash for the Thopter Foundry, because I do expect to get the other piece of the combo back, like I mentioned. Now we can take Sentinel. It's a perfectly playable green card. Not really psyched about these blue cards. Long Goodbye's good. I guess black could be part of our game plan. Maybe that's better. Maybe just splash the Oko. Green hasn't been like crazy open. We also end up in white, but these white cards aren't even that good. Let me take Long Goodbye. Alright, there's a Trop. I'll probably just take that. It's fetchable by Flooded Strand. It's great. There's nothing else here that I really care about. So, it's like a pretty easy pick. And I think we're trying to settle on blue-black, splash Oko, or blue-greens. Maybe splash some black cards. So now there's a Lightning Bolt, which is kind of sick. What is this? Those aren't really the colors I want. Phantasmal Image doesn't look too good in this deck. It's nice with Snapcaster, I guess, but that's about it. Dothy Voidwalker's pretty good, but I don't think I want a double black card. I want to be really heavy blue and kind of lighter on the other colors. Unearth. Eh. I guess the problem with being red is it makes the Thopter Foundry more difficult, but man, Lightning Bolt's a really good card. I'm gonna take it. I don't think I'm gonna miss anything out of this pack too much. And if I get the mana for it, then this is pretty sick. Oh, Dream Pulse and Mixed Mastery both in the same pack here. Interesting. Which would I rather have if I were to play one? Mastery can flashback Time Walk, which is kind of cool. I don't have like a draw 7 or anything, so Dream Pulse is a little worse. I think I'm gonna take this, although I don't have a good way to discard the ultimatum right now. Hmm. Want a Tundra? I honestly don't know. I'm going to take the Mastery, and we'll see if we get there on the combo. It's really hard to tell. All right, here we have to take Sword. I would like a Breeding Pool, maybe even a Leovold, but obviously I want to be able to assemble this combo. All right, now... Ooh, Toxic Deluge looks excellent. I'll take that. And now we take Miscalc. All right, this is looking pretty good. Okay, Catcher Triome. Could help me splash some red cards. It's also just a blue-green land. I think that's better than Mind Stone. My deck's not that expensive. We do need some fixing pretty desperately. I'll take a Relic for the board. That card's pretty messed up in the right matchup. And, oh, here's the Magma Opus. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that too. Random Territorial Kava can go away. Okay, okay. This is something. Something's happening here. I don't know what it is yet. Right, here's a Brain Freeze. When you see a Brain Freeze, you should always consider if Brain Freeze is going to be good in your deck. It currently doesn't look like it. We're not really storming off, so... check that box off. There's a couple of fetches. I might be taking one of those. Zagoth Triome would be nice if I wield it. Fracture's alright, but we don't really have any white fixings. I'm not interested in that one. So Arid Mesa fetches this. Verdant Catacombs fetches both of these, so I guess Verdant's better. Yeah, let's take a Verdant here. Like I said, fixing is the main thing I'm missing here. Alright. Preordain's looking good. Spellseeker for Time Walk's obviously nice. Care about this other stuff, don't think. Interpreter, yeah, I don't care about any of these other cards. Spire Bluff I would maybe play, but... So which would I rather have? Spellseeker, it's Time Walk. It can get a bunch of removal spells or counter spells. Yeah, it's gotta be good. Preordain's obviously just an awesome card, but I think I'm supposed to take Spellseeker when I have a Time Walk in my deck. That feels kind of reasonable. Okay, we have a bunch of white fixing lands that don't really help me. This pack's pretty bad, actually. I might be taking Tidebinder or Consider out of here. Tidebinder is just a pretty reasonable magic card, so I might just take that. Consider is only okay. I don't have any, like, super good payoffs for playing a bunch of instants and sorceries other than just Snapcasters, so... I'll take Tidebinder. It's perfectly reasonable. We got other Oko. We have not a ton else. I want these red cards. Not really a Metamorph deck. Alright, is it time to play Oko the Ringleader? When you have combat on your turn, it becomes a copy of up to one target creature you control until end of turn, except it has hexproof. Do some stuff. Can make Elks. You know what? I've not seen this card in play yet, which probably means it's terrible, but let's take it. There's nothing else here that I'm interested in. Okay, Underground Sea's huge. I'll take that. I would like Imperial Seal, but I think having this piece of black fixing that's fetchable by both my fetches is just massive, so let's do that. Okay, now we have a couple more weird pieces of fixing that don't really help. We have an Urborg, but that doesn't really do anything. It's basically just a swamp in my deck. Really late Academy here. We didn't really get there on Academy, so I don't think that's it. Time Spiral's cute, but... Oh, I could take Enlightened Tutor? I mean, it does find my combo. If I can get some fixing for it. I don't think I care about Stomping Ground or Hallowed Fountain that much. Like, Hallowed Fountain would only be good with Enlightened Tutor. Let's take the Tutor. Let's see. Ooh, Late Remand. I don't mind that. I think that's better than Malcolm. About the rest of these things, yep. Just have all of the 2-mana counter spells in the world. That feels perfectly reasonable. Okay, I could take Daze. Oh, Chromos Sea Shark. That looks nice in this deck. We have all these counters. We're only going to make 2/2 tokens, but that's still really nice. Okay, the Brain Freeze Wield. We're still not really there on anything with that. This is black. Okay, this is perfect. This is also fetchable by everything, and it's basically all of my colors. So let's snap that. I don't think I'm Lotus Fielding. I could play a Cut Down. Perfectly fine little removal spell. Then I want a Nurturing Peatland. I think Godless Shrine if I want to play this tutor. I don't think Nexus of Becoming is a thing. Yeah, let's take the Godless Shrine. Do I want a Magda? Whenever you commit a crime, make treasure. Sack 3 treasures, make a thing. Oh wait, this is a red card. Why am I don't know, I'll take a Break Blight. It doesn't really matter. Fairy would be sick, but am I gonna get the fixing for it? I guess we'll see. So I have Cruel Ultimatum, Mizzix's Mastery, and the one treasure doodad, Magma Opus. I could try to include some combination of those things. The Ultimatum, again, I don't have any way to put in my graveyard, so it doesn't seem that good. Is Mizzix's Mastery plus Magma Opus a good enough combo with no tutors or anything? That one and a random oust. Okay. So God's Shrine's fetchable by a couple of my fetches. My white's fixing actually isn't bad. I end up playing this to fairy. I think I'll probably end up cutting the red. I don't really need these red cards. They don't add anything to the deck that isn't there already. And makes the mana a lot better. I think I would like to maybe play Teferi, so that's Spell Bomb. That one's not doing anything. We'll see about Bobble. I don't really have a combo with it or anything, but it's just a decent card. Alright, so removing these lands for now. This is 24, so we're almost there. Got removal, a Wrath, and another piece of removal. Enlightened Tutor to get our pieces of the combo, which I think is important because that is going to be a big part of how we win the game. I guess Mishra's Bauble is also a way to activate Thopter if Sword's already in the graveyard, because otherwise I have Oko, I guess, to make some artifacts, and that's about it, so I probably shouldn't cut that. I like all the counters. I like the Snappy, obviously. The Fairy, I could maybe see cutting just because of the mana situation. I think I like having all the removal. Maybe this is slightly too much. 3-spot removal plus a Wrath. Feels okay, though. I also have the Larcenist, I guess. I think I like the Hard Evidence. It blocks for my Planeswalkers. Turn Oko into it. Not that that's particularly good. Yeah. So let's check out the mana then. So currently for white, we have Godless Shrine, which is fetchable off both of these. So I have 3 white sources if I don't play a single planes. I don't have any way to like make treasures or anything like that, so I don't care about that. Do I want to play Ketra Triome? Just a worse trop, so again, it kind of depends on how the rest of the mana is. Zagoth is good because that one's 3 colors. So these both fetch every color, right? They fetch Godless Shrine plus Trop, which is every single color. So these are both 4 color lands. It's really nice. Zagoth is 3. You have Underground Sea and Ketria and drop and all that. Okay. So currently have 7 lands, so we get to have 10 more. Let's say we did play a plains. Then how much blue do we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Already 6 blue. I would like at least 10. 11 wouldn't be bad, to be honest, but 10's probably okay. I don't have that many double blue cards. I don't have actually that much black, so let's see. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black. So 7, maybe 8 would be okay. And for green, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks pretty good. How many lands is this? 7, 8, 9. I actually get 1 more land. Yeah, that feels fine. So I want another green. Maybe I just want another blue. My deck's mostly blue. All right, and then we do have to make that final cut still. It might be one of the removal spells. We'll just bring more of them in when that's something that looks useful. Sure. I want to get rid of... Long Goodbye can kill a Planeswalker, which is kind of nice. So maybe I get rid of Cut Down. That one's kind of the most limiting. All right. We'll give this a shot. I'll see you in round number 1. All right. Here we are for the first round. We're on the draw with a pretty decent looking hand. This deck's definitely going to field play versus draw with all the 2-mana counters. Being on the play is going to be huge there just because, well, being able to counter their 2-draw versus not is a pretty big difference, but it's not a ton I can do there. Swamp. Yeah, let's just play the Triome here. And I may as well bobble, holding it for anything. It's another upkeep. Tutor here. Right. That. They drew a swamp. All right. Not the most helpful information in the world, but it's fine. All right. I like they're not doing anything because we have a bunch of counters in there. So. Wow. Okay. Not the strongest 2 cards I could have drawn, but that's all right. I think I have a couple tap lands I can go pick up. Do I have anything that cares about shuffling all that much? Really? So I can probably start tracking these fetch lands for my various duels and whatnot. Caustic Bronco. Well, I'll counter that one. No real reason to get hit by a Caustic Bronco. Okay, I'd really like to stop drawing lands now. Thank you. Let me take a quick look. We have Zagoth Triumph in play. We get Godless and Ketria. I go Ketria Triumph. Then this can get Godless Shrine or something like that. Sure. Tomb. Alright. Fine. I could counter the Entomb, but I think I'd rather counter the Animate. It's possible they like play a land and play Reanimate, then I can't counter it, but it doesn't seem super likely. Gristlebrand. Okay. Well, Tishana's Timebinder would be a unanswered Gristlebrand. Figured it would likely be something more expensive. I mean, downside here is now if they have more Reanimates, they get to try again, but Alright, let's fetch. Let's see. I might actually want to this around so I can cycle it because I have so many lands. So let's just get the Godless Shrine here, I guess. Larcenous. Okay. Not really great, but that's what it is. So, Blooded Strand, play Boundary. I hope they don't have another reanimate, I guess. Alright, it's passing. Fetch here. Underground Siege, sure, why not? Okay, now we have Snapcaster for more things. That seems okay. Need to draw a threat someday. We have a couple in the deck. Oh, are they missing a color or are they mono black? Guess we'll not know. Wow, alright. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to keep some extra lines in my hand in case they hit me with like a Hymn to Turok or something, because like this mana leak's not necessarily going to stop anything. Might start keeping some hand. Time Walk. Eh. Yeah, I guess I can Time Walk and snap it. I really need to, so. It's not like a good Time Walk. Maybe I don't need to do it yet, but I don't want to get it duressed or something, so let me just play it. I don't think I'm going to snap it right away. There's just no reason to do that. Okay, Force of Will's decent, so yeah, now I'll definitely just pass with all the mana. I can Force of Will whatever I need, and then I can eventually snap Hardcast Force if I need to. Drawn so many lands, but that'll happen. So has our opponent, to be fair. What is this? Hostile Investigator. Target opponent discards a card, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I should probably just counter this. Five. Right. Draw. Relapse. Okay. Oh boy. This is gonna be one of those games, huh? I mean, it feels okay. This is sort of what our deck's designed to do, but we're supposed to have a Planeswalker in play at the same time. Toxic Deluge, right? It's fine. Inquisition me. 1, 2, 1, 5. Can't quite do it all. I'll memory lapse that. Wishclaw Talisman. Okay. Opponent activate only during your turn. LED. This thing. Okay. Well, let me draw an island. Classic. So I can Larcenous the Wishclaw. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 6. I won't be able to Snapcaster Force if I do that. Hmm. I guess I'll just snap the Time Walk now and go shields down. Artifact or creep. Yeah. I think that's correct. 1, 2, 3. Because if I don't, I'll just end up having to counter the stupid thing anyway, so let's kill their Wishclaw here. I mean, they could remove the Larcenist, obviously, but what are you gonna do? Snap. Last Time Walk. See if we can draw something else. Okay, they're gonna have a removal spell here. It's kind of the wrong time to do it, to be honest. I mean, I guess they take 1 less damage this way, but or 2 less damage, but now I know their Wishclaw is going to be active, which is probably bad for them. If I draw another way to destroy it, I will do so. All right. Can I draw anything, please? Drew my own snuff out. That is not good. All right, so you get to Wishclaw here, but I guess I can sack Lion's Eye, Wishclaw for some gigantic thing, and play a gigantic thing. After duressing me, or not duressing, but Inquisition. Yeah, probably going to lose this game now. Just turns out drawing no threats the entire game is not quite where you want to be. Snuff Out's looking particularly heinous in this matchup, so we'll do that one. We are searching. I mean, the thing is, I get the Wishclaw, so depending on what this is, I might be able to grind them out with Thopter Foundry, I guess. They get control. They do get control immediately, so I can activate it and then sack it to the Thopter, right? Yeah. Once the ability's on the stack. So, assuming my Thopter Foundry survives, there's a chance here, I would say. Otherwise, I don't know what I would search for. I can search for like an Oko or something to if there's a threat I absolutely need to deal with. Okay. What do you have here? Shallow Grave on Hostile Investigator. That seems pretty bad. Or I'll discard Snuff Out. I should have maybe played it in response. Whatever. Yeah, I think killing Snapcaster in response would have actually been correct. I didn't think about that. That's okay, though. That was the best thing they could do. I'm really not worried. I drew it to Fairy, which is fine. Let's play it first. 1, 3. Just plus it here. Then we'll go hold down control, activate Wishclaw, A1. Boom. Activate Thopter Foundry. A1, sack the Wishclaw. Pick up a Sword of the Meek. Play Sword of the Meek. Attack my opponent for 2. Alright, I feel like I made out a lot better in that exchange than they did. Okay, this is big. Oh, Troll of Cosmic Doom. Yeah, that's not even close to good enough. Thopter Foundry. This. Always yes. Yield. Again. Said always yes. Hidebinder. That's a fun one to have. Do I want to bounce the troll? Guess I might as well. Don't really need to see Shark for anything. Let's attack. And I might just have lethal next turn. Alright. So mono black reanimator, huh? Okay. Well, like I said, I definitely don't want Snuff out. I'm not sure if I want Toxic Deluge. I guess there's enough that it does. Long Goodbye seems bad though, so I think I put both of those. I can bring in Oust. Oust is pretty good against reanimation. Oh, and Relic, of course. Relic's kind of sick. I think Spell Bomb's kind of nice too. Is that better than Oust because it's instant speed? Hmm. Something look bad. I could maybe cut Evidence because I don't need to block for my Planeswalkers that much. Could still cut the Deluge, actually. That's just not really the way I'm going to be dealing with stuff. Let's do it this way. I like that. Hard Evidence, Counterspell, Snappy, Oust. Okay. What can this Flooded Strand get? This is where the rubber meets the road, because I need a white source for the Oust. I need a blue source for the counter. I'm definitely keeping this. I probably just need on Island Evidence, and then we'll figure out what to do with the Strand after. Being Inquisitioned, that would also potentially change things a bit. No Inquisition. Okay, there's the Godless Shrines, so I can now fetch a blue with this. Do I have... No, I still want to play Hard Evidence, I guess. So let's just play Island Hard Evidence. Then we'll figure out what we want to keep up with the other thing here. Even if I fetch a basic island, I have all my colors here. I can also fetch like a drop or something. I don't like Chromox. That could be dangerous for sure. Getting rid of a misery doodad. Okay. Palantir. Okay. Palantir's kind of annoying, not gonna lie. That's good in the long game, which this is likely to be. I have some answers to it, but not infinite. See what they do here. Probably just milling them almost regardless, but I'll see. I'm having to think about it. One top, one bottom. Yeah, let's mill. Sure. Brutality's gone. Thopter Foundry, not precisely what we're looking for, but it's fine. So now we're either going to counter or Cracker Clue. see. They haven't shown me any reason to not get a duel. I can get Underground Sea or Trop. Guess I'll grab Underground Sea. Crack my blue. Okay. I should, I guess, technically wait till this, but it makes a huge difference. 2 top, 0 bottom. Yeah, let's let him draw. Okay, Tidebinder can counter the Palantir now, so that's fine. Battlefield. So, I mean, I might have to just counter a spell, unfortunately, but I can hopefully get the Tidebinder going soon enough. Affect it. Can I auto yield to this? Probably not. All right. I mean, they'll probably just kill the Tidebinder, but it's worth countering this here. That. Yep. Does at least get countered the one time. Let's go Godless Shrine. Don't pay the life. So, yeah, maybe I should have waited until I had backup for that, but that could have taken a while. So now I need Oko or Kyle Larcenist. Those are two other answers here. Right, that's fine. I'm gonna let them draw. I mean, isn't my sideboard deal with that? Draw a card. Doesn't look like it. All right, this is all kind of trash. We go island and pass. Not in a huge hurry to cast the Thopter Foundry, so I'll just keep up some counters. Might flashback the Heart Evidence eventually and just throw on their card. This looks like something that I'm going to counter in some way. Let's remand that. They want to pitch cast it, I'm okay with that. Okay. I'll counter it. They might be able to reanimate it, but it's fine. That's okay, though. They take our snappy here. It's mostly okay. They took the Thopter Foundry. Okay, it's not an unreasonable play, I suppose. Probably just going to lose this plant here, unfortunately, but you do. Especially if I just draw infinite lands every turn of the game. Put a creature second from top, they gain 3. And they already know about the oust, so I'll just cast it. Just the Oko waiting room over here. This deck really doesn't have any card draw, huh? That's kind of a big drawback. This deck. Yeah, I don't have a single thing that draws cards. That's pretty bad. Something I wasn't really paying attention to when I was putting the deck together, but Caustic Bronco. Probably just counter that. That the Grief doesn't have anything to hit. Slay. Not even that good, but let's do it. Sure. It's 5 cards. I could mill them and hope I don't die. It's kind of an insane play, but it feels like I'm losing the game badly anyway, so... He might be searching for a big creature, which would then kill me, but might be searching for a reanimate spell, which wouldn't. 5 cards. Yeah, I'm out of counters. I might mill them. Put it all in this one basket. No. Alright, I go to 4. Let's play a swamp. Attack you for 2. A shark. That would have been nice with the draw earlier too, just to get some pressure going. I imagine they might have some removal sitting in hand still, because they have removal and I don't have that many targets. So, was the troll the thing they put on top? Is that what they wanted? This thing. Sure, he can Inquisition me, that's fine. I have a whole lot of nothing. I don't know what's up with the LED in their deck. Alright, well now we have to let them draw, obviously. Oh my god, okay. Cool. Play land they know about. Attack them. Yeah, this does feel like we flooded a bit. I'm halfway through my deck about, and I have 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess I drew about half the lands and about half the deck, so maybe this isn't flooding. They're just digging so much deeper with Palantir, so it feels like we're way behind, which we are. This is Grief, sure. I don't care about Grief at all. Reanimate. Shallow Grave on the Troll. Okay. Alright. Palantir. Yeah, I don't have any way to stop Palantir, unfortunately. Doesn't do it. I don't even pick up any red cards that do it, so we're just gonna have to hope we can counter it. I think otherwise this looks fine. Let's run it back. Bring Relic at any point in that game would have been okay. Bring Teferi so I could bounce the Palantir and then counter it. Yeah, I had some outs there. Didn't really get to them. You get to be on the play for this one, which should hopefully help. All right, here we go. Decide the match. Let's be on the play naturally. Yeah, this looks like a perfectly reasonable hand. Let's keep. And we'll lead on Catacombs into some kind of Triland, I imagine. Maybe my Godless Shrine, so I can get white mana. They don't have white off of anything else. Yeah. Never had double blue, so that looks fine. Let's hope no Inquisition or anything for this memory lapse. Have anything good? Sack this. Get Godless Shrine. Do not pay 2 life. Oh, Time Walk's pretty good too. Be nice to draw our Planeswalkers at any point in any game. Time Walk's a lot better when you have something in play. Okay, Cycle Troll is fine. Let's see. Memory lapsing most things here, of course. Spellseeker. Now I have Time Walk in hand that's not quite as good. But I can go pick up a different counter or something. I don't know. Obviously, I don't want to play it yet. I can also go get Enlightened Tutor if that's a thing that I end up wanting. But most likely it's going to go up like a counter spell or something along those lines. Right. All fine. Lands are good. Playing lands. Next turn I get to play the Spellseeker. I mean, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. But if I don't draw lands, let's do something. It feels like they're trying to set up a double spell turn where they're going to go hit you with some kind of discard, then reanimate their troll. But I don't have enough for memory lapse plus like snap something, so this looks like lapsed. Do that. Zagoth Triome. I want to play that or cycle it. So most likely they're just going to replay their hostile guy. If that was their best play that turn, it's going to be their best play next turn, most likely. Maybe I do just Spellseeker for a counter now. Just go ahead and counter it, and then I have Snappy counter at some point as well. So yeah, let's just play this. 3. Like to use the ability. I'll just pick up, trade up counterspell. And we'll see. I mean, it's possible they have some other stuff they can do here, but yeah, counter it. No one drop is good. All right, I guess now I'm looking to cycle the Triome, so let's go land, attack. Then I can snap counter something or cycle the Triumph depending on what's going on. This looks like probably a snap counter. And blah, blah, blah. Things get -2, -2. Yeah, I'll just count. It's fine. I could Larcenist it, but then if they killed Larcenist, it'd become the whole thing. Okay. That. This might be the best I'm getting out of my time walk, which is unfortunate. Enlightened Tutor. Okay. Let's cycle this first. I want to keep green up, so I'll tap this way. Fairy. Okay. I mean, the fairy's good. I think I want to time walk first. I can actually, let's see, the fairy, 1, 2. I can't quite do it all here. I want to set up bounce Snapcaster with the fairy and then do something cool off of that. But I think I'll just cast the time walk now. So I should have attacked first if they have a removal spell. Entomb, okay. It's mostly fine. Enlightened Tutor for anything now? I don't think so. There's not really any reason to get Foundry or Sword without the other piece, and Mishra's Bauble is certainly not something I want to tutor for, so... 1, 2, 3. An Ashen Rider, okay. Attack. Interesting that they went for Ashen Rider of all things. Let's draw. Ooh, Oko, huh? Draw 2 if you commit a crime, blah, blah, blah. Otherwise, discard 2. I mean, Oko draw 2, discard 2 is okay. Alternatively, I go Teferi, but I think I do this and I might also be able to play Teferi. That feels pretty decent. 2, 3, 4. Some cards. Looking for a land here. Oh, there's Sword of the Meek. There's also Miscalc, but I don't know how much Miscalc does at this point. Didn't draw land, which is pretty awkward. I guess since I have the sword, I should... So maybe I discard Miscalc plus Teferi. And then I go Sword of the Meek. And if they want to exile Sword of the Meek with the Ashen Rider, that's something I can live with. Yeah. Although the fairy bouncing that is like kind of nice as well. This is close, but I'll do this. Order is fine. Attack. Sure. You're now a Snapcaster mage. Good work. Go. Sadly, you don't have haste. It's the end of turn, right? Alright. Sword. Pass. I expect him to reanimate Ashen Rider and then... Yeah, maybe I was supposed to keep the fairy so I could bounce the Ashen Rider. Maybe that would have been good. But they exiled the Oko. I'm feeling okay about things, I think. Brief me, okay. Well, they exiled a Gristlebrand to grief. Sure. You took a Larcenist? Okay. So what are you doing here? Beseech the Mirror. Without bargain. Okay. That's gotta be fairly beatable. I guess I don't need to do this on upkeep because I have the Oko plus. Unless I want to make a 3/3, but... Probably don't. Let's see. So our opponents... Well, they can't fast reanimate the Ashen Rider. They only slow reanimate it. Oh, I guess they could just search for something they can cast. That's... Yeah. I'm just gonna cast like an or something. Yeah. Okay. I can exile my sword now? Is that the joke? Okay. That feels like it's not gonna do it. Well, now I will need to upkeep this then. Feels like I can beat Ashen Rider with sword combo pretty easily. I forgot I had Relic. I could have maybe gotten that at some point as well, but Foundry has to be correct here. All right, let's go black, blue. That's the turn. And unless they have a way to break this combo up, I'm going to win pretty quickly with it. Okay. Don't really even need to block, but I guess I will. Please yield. Yes. Block. Okay. I'm gonna sack the Thopter here. Oh, I can't sack the Thopter. Okay. It's fine. All right. We got Mono Black Reanimator. Interesting concoction there, but not quite good enough to beat all the counters. Let's see what awaits us in the next match. All right, here we are for the second match. Looks like we're on the draw, but it's a pretty solid hand. Snuff Out plus Counterspell is minorly awkward because I can't keep up Snuff Out while playing Counterspell mana, but that's okay. Ideally, I'd like to Snuff Out after I play the Sea Shark. Ooh, okay. Like that our opponent's starting on a Mox Jet. Also Snuff Out not great against, yeah, black creatures. Okay, well, let's lead on island. Might just get owned here. Our opponent's starting on a Mox and us being on the draw is not exactly a recipe for success, but we'll see. Can definitely take a few hits from this thing before it becomes a huge problem. Alright, they're only on 2 mana. That's good. Don't really want to go shields down all that much. Let me go this. I'm going to want to play it to Fairy at some point here. Taking a lot of damage, but I think it's okay. If our opponent's stuck on colors or if it's a second mono black opponent somehow. Touch. Okay, I don't know why it's... Oh, because of the Dothy, sure. Then I have basic planes in the deck, but Godless Shrine, don't pay. Draw. Oko. Oko seems fine. So I'm going to take one more hit, then I'm going to go to Fairy, bounce to Dothy, and try to counter it. We'll see. Opponent's not doing much, so... Alright, let's go to Fairy. 1, 3. That's the Voidwalker. It's like the most obvious counterspell that's ever counterspelled, but I don't really care. They don't seem to be able to do anything else, so... There are 9 cards in hand. Counter that. Alright. These cards in Ashen Rider. That's bad. It's definitely bad. This Toxic Deluge is going to have a tough time dealing with that as well. Let's do this. Let's play a land. What do I want to do here? I need to Oko and dig for a counter, maybe? Probably going to try to reanimate that Ashen Rider. How do we run into 2 mono black reanimator decks in a row? That's crazy. Yeah, let me just do this. So 1, 2, 4. Draw. I have lots of 2 mana counters in the deck, so... Okay, I didn't get one. That's unfortunate. I can definitely discard Snuff Out. That card's not doing anything for me. And then... on the lands, I guess. I guess I can get rid of Swamp and Bobble myself. Although... I'm going to want to Bobble it right away anyway, so... discard the Verdant. That's fine. This... done. Oh, good. They're drawing Reanimate. Well, that's obnoxious. Yep. assume they're going to hit the Oko. Then I'm going to have to go down to 2, and like the fairy's going to die. Drawing an extra card here. Mine too. Has to hit us any permanent. Okay, so I can get one of my lands, but it doesn't really matter. Let's draw. Oh, I could go with Larcenist instead. Making them have another removal spell of some kind. Yeah, I suppose I might as well. Although, no, because then once this hits, they kill Larcenist and hit me, then I can't deluge anymore. Hmm. This is awkward. Just worried I'm going to deluge and they're going to animate it again, but I think it's still the play. Life. Fine. Do I play this Seed Shark here? Feels like it just runs into removal. I want to get some value out of it, so it hopefully don't have more reanimation, but they probably will. Grief me. Okay. That kind of stinks. Maybe a grief plus fast reanimate. Well, they're thinking about it, so the game's probably not immediately over. Kind of like that. If they take the Foundry, we're going to have a kind of hard time winning because we've already lost one of our big planeswalkers. Yeah, it's not easy. Big zoom. And I don't have any creatures in the yard. Okay. Yeah, I don't imagine this is good for me. Oh, they went for the Grief instead of the Ashen Rider. I guess they don't have a way to deal with the Larcenist, probably. Okay. Or maybe they just want the Menace, because that also kind of makes sense. Alright, well. Probably dead here. Long goodbye. Okay. So, we're going to make some similar changes here. Get rid of Snuff Out, get rid of Deluge, get rid of Long Goodbye, bring in Oust, bring in Relic, and this thing I brought in. Oh yeah, Spell Bomb. Yep, feels good. Beyond the play. 2 counters and 1,000,000 lands. I mean, I have to keep a hand like this. It's obviously things that beat it. Basically any kind of hand disruption, but that. You at least have 2 counters, so even if they get rid of one, they still have to deal with another one. I guess with Dauthi Voidwalker, maybe I did want to keep one of the cheap removals. I don't know. Okay, I do like they're leading on Imperial Seal, because that's going to put them down a card, and I'll likely be able to counter whatever they're doing. But let's see. Time Walk is not bad. Pass. Start getting other lands into play. Faithless Looting. Yeah, that puts you down yet another card, so it's fine. Now Imperial Looting and Imperial Sealed and Faithless Looted. Though I mean they get to put a big thing in the graveyard. It's just not really being down a card because that's where they want that anyway, but still. Oh, they just discard 2 lands. That probably isn't what they wanted. What they seal for? Guess I counter this. No, I should let this one resolve, and then I can counter any kind of reanimate. I don't care about it, the evoked form all that much. They can take my time walk if they want. It's not doing anything, really. And so if they try to reanimate it, I can counter that. I imagine is what the plan is here. No, I'd rather they take a card now and not end up with a 3-2 in play. Thoughtseize. Guess I'll counter that one, sure. No reason to give them the choice of what to take. I'd sail Larcenist. Ugh. Now let's play this. I mean, I'll just play my time walk. I have a feeling it's not here to stay, so. Okay, Teferi's decent, actually. Go land, Teferi. Plus pass. Yeah, I don't know. They have 2 cards in hand. They can maybe get the grief back, but I could potentially bounce it. They just put themselves down 1,000,000 cards, so they just have nothing. That's fine too. Blessing. Sure. I need to draw something. I might minus this Teferi at some point on nothing. If I don't draw anything relevant here. Sounds pretty gross. All right. Let's go something up. Let's see. I'll just get a S is fine. Ugh. It's not really what I was looking for, but fine. Okay. Sure, I'll play a fountain. Not. Then I'm gonna lose to an Archon. Cool. I feel like I drew pretty badly in this matchup. I mean, I guess I started on 2 counters here. They just did a good job of getting them out of my hand. So maybe that's not even true, but Yeah, there's the reanimate, obviously. Sack the crab token and discard a swamp. And if they can't kill the Teferi Bounce Archon is something. Oh, they're going to attack it. Not unreasonable. I think I have Menace. Does, okay. Frustrating. Otherwise, I could sack the Thopter Foundry to itself and block, but not with Menace. Chose not to discard, which is a bad sign. I don't remember if they know about this Larcenist or not. Luckily, I drew another land, exactly what I needed. I keep it in hand, I don't know. Might scare them into doing something weird. Archon, and that's it. The chances that this works are pretty slim. Are Salty Voidwalker. Okay. The Hemi. Yeah, that's fine. The Ragavan. Alright. Well, the Archon's still locked, so that's something. Memory lapse, not the best. Fairy's about to go down. They'll be able to cast it if they want, which I guess they could then bounce the Kite Sail and do something with that. Although they sack this to cast the fairy and I can lapse it, that's kind of interesting too. There goes the fairy. They're not attacking with events, so they have something to do. Guess not. Alright. Force of Will. Well, again, a little late on some of these things. And hard cast that. Which is, I suppose, something. Yeah, they're going to try to cast the fairy. Do I lapse it or Force of Will it? They just kind of run the vents into it. So. Oh, I think I still lapse it though. I don't have to play it right away. Oh, they have something else, or is it just a Restless Vents activation? Oh, they're sacking the Archon to beseech the mirror and then get some kind of reanimation. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'll let them. Oh, that lets them get the Ragavan through. Ugh. I guess this deck's not mono black. They're nearly mono black. And takes Doom, and I have nothing. Yeah, that's gonna be game. They're gonna hit me with Ragavan, and I, I guess I'll let it happen, but can I could sack the Foundry. So they don't get to hit me with Ragavan. Actually, that's the play, isn't it? Yeah, let's do that. I have to discard my Forcible, which stinks, but I can dodge the Ragavan, which means I can bounce the Archon, which is something. Don't love my long-term prospects in all this, but it is. Three. Sure. That. Brave Titan. Okay. All right. We're done here. That did not work out well. Just really didn't draw things at the times I needed them. But let's see if we can turn around the last match. I'll see you there. All right, here we are on the draw again. Ooh, playing as Luris. Okay, well, hopefully this won't be a Reanimator deck then. Obviously, keeping this. Deluge might be pretty nice against the Luris deck. Hard Evidence looks okay. Yeah, this looks like a solid little hand. Luris decks definitely can be a bit more controlling as well, but we'll see what happens here. Tidebinder is an interesting little draw here. Imagine they're going to have a 2-drop. Luris deck has lots of those. Shoba Brawler as a 2/3. All right. Fair enough. I will play a Forest. It's the turn. Try to remand something, probably. Although if it's another creature, I might just deluge them. Soul Ring. Yeah, let's remand Soul Ring, actually. It's slightly more awkward for them. Dismember the Crab? Wow, that is aggressive. Okay. I am very much okay with that. You can't Tidebinder a mana ability, right? Don't think that works. Oh man, this is tough. Sea Shark would be really nice to have in play, but I kind of want to lapse the ring because that feels like it's holding them back a bit. I take a couple of hits from the Brawler here, and it's not really a big deal. You can draw that again. $16. There's another land. So I think I'm still gonna wait. I kind of want to go Seed Shark into Time Walk. That feels like a really strong turn. So let me just hold up the Shauna's Tidebinder here. We'll draw for Clue. All right, here comes the Soul Ring for the 15th time. Into nothing? All right. Fine with that. Attacking first, okay. That put Lurrus into hand? Sure. Go nuts. Alright. So now let's sack this. I already have a white source in hand, so I don't need my white source. Get blue. Guess green, blue, black is fine. Sack the clue token. Land isn't really what we're looking for, but that's fine. Oh, Force of Will is interesting. Let's go land, Seed Shark, 3, Time Walk, Field, pass the turn. More lands isn't really what I was looking for either, but go. So I'll play my planes now and just chill. See what they're casting here. It's casting the Lurrus with nothing to flashback. Yeah, that's completely fine. I'll deluge this board very happily. All right, let's draw. Triome is not the best, but I can cycle it. Let's go land. Attack you for 2. Deluge for 3. Sure, this way. 1. 3 life. Now I have a couple of incubators I can activate. Still have Force of Will and Tidebinder. What's this? Caustic Bronco. Yeah, that's probably fine. Don't really need to Force of Will, a Caustic Bronco. Path my thing. Yeah, I'll force that. Gets me a 5/5 into play, so feels okay. All right, let's activate a few of these. Start being down. Oh. Oko's interesting. Probably just making a creature with it. Let's see, 1, 2, 4. Oh, it lets me, yeah. Okay, so let's go Oko. Well, I guess I should attack first. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Yeah, let me just attack with everything. Oh, if I activated this, they would have had to block. Maybe that was better. That was almost certainly better. It's fine. I think I'm doing okay. 4. Okay. A beast. Pass the turn. I have multiple blockers. All right, so we're playing against some kind of domain Lurrus aggro deck. Not 100% clear what's going on, but it's a Lurrus deck, so all the cheap removal should be good. Cut down is going to be fantastic. Let's bring that one in. Don't want to even bring in the red for Bolt and Flame Slash. I have Catcher Triome plus 2 ways to fetch it. Let's see what I want to cut first, because I'm already bringing one card in. There really isn't that much I want to cut, so maybe I cut the Bauble. It's not doing anything all that important. Yeah, I don't think I need to mess up my mana for cards that are good, but I have enough, I think, that I can do without it. All right, let's run this back. Our opponent has for us here. With our hard evidence hand, don't mind that. Keep. We have a cut down, we have a memory lapse, all seems pretty decent. Student, okay. Guess I'll lead on Swamp then. Try to cut it down here. They try to level it. They won't. Dark Confine. Well, I'll probably cut that one down instead. Or I can just Deluge. Let them draw one card, then Deluge. No, I should probably just kill it. That one's fine too. So I have Memory Lapse or Long Goodbye. Yep. Alright, let's just kill it. Soul Guide Lantern? I guess that's just a decent Luris play. That makes sense. Okay, well, I'm fine with that. Alright, Island's a good draw, because now I can go Island. Hard Evidence. Still have Memory Lapse up. And the Clue. I'll put Luris into hand. That is fine. Draw, sure. Giver of Runes. Kinda don't care about Giver of Runes, so that's fine. Sack Blue. Aeroman's fine. Me. Not a ton of reason to get the Foundry out there, so let's just pass. I don't know if having both Memory Lapse and Remand up at the same time is that important, but Dothy Voidwalker. Could just let that resolve and then Deluge, but I kind of need Deluge to clean up the other things. So let me remand it. I'd like to draw a card. Oh, Enlightened Tutor's not bad. Add Luris to hand is fine. Okay. Now, this. Just draw first, because I have Time Walk as well. Alright, land's not bad. I guess I just go Foundry and then Enlightened Tutor. Yeah, do this. We'll see what sort of nonsense they get up to. I might Deluge, I might Memory Lapse something. We'll see what happens. Okay, there's the Dothy. I need that to not be in play for the Thopter Foundry, but I can also just kill it with Deluge is the thing. I want to lapse it. Yeah, let's memory lapse it. That's still fine, I think. You seem not to be around right now. Can't really play Luris into nothing, I wouldn't think. If they do, that seems bad. Okay, they're just gonna run out the Luris again. I mean, I guess the Giver of Runes is like pretending to be some protection here, but it's really not. Okay. So now Light and Tutor. Grab myself a Sword of the Meek. And let's see, Sword of the Meek plus Time Walk, I guess, is the play. I still end up having to Deluge at some point soon. But yeah, let's do that. So Sword. And then Time Walk. I like the ability, yes. No attack this turn. The land's kind of fine. Let's attack. And I am going to Deluge now. 1, 3, 2. And then I'll make a couple more Thopters and try to win the game with them. Portable hole. Okay. Yield, yes. You're just passing the turn. Maybe they have their own Wrath? I guess so. Else makes a ton of sense. Ooh. Interesting. Well, it's definitely attack. 4. Good Time Walk here. I get to attack for 7, but then as I do have a Wrath, it doesn't really work out that well. I think I'd rather have Memory Lapse as an option. Yeah, don't care about that one. Counter Dothy Voidwalker. Pirate Spell Bomb. Doesn't seem particularly threatening either. Okay, I guess they just accidentally skipped through, probably. Alright, well now we should win with Time Walk. They have something else. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. Everything. We have something. Bitter Triumphing Life. Snapcaster. Hawk. Time Walk. Put my sword. Attack for lethal. Or I'll play my Oko too. 3. Alright, well that last match went a lot better. Kind of showed off what our deck can do. It's the little Luris deck. So we ended up 2-1. I think this deck was pretty good. That second matchup, they had a lot of hand disruption, which is going to be bad when, you know, your primary mode of interaction is counter spells. So that one didn't work out too well, but overall, I like this deck. It was fun. Had some cool things going on. Lots and lots of counter spells. We got to test out the big Oko, and it was decidedly okay. But anyway, that'll do it. I hope you enjoyed watching. I had fun playing. If you did, consider hitting like, subscribe, all the good YouTube buttons. They do help me out a lot, so I would appreciate it. That'll be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.